Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to Kenny's Movie Palace for a brand new pickup. I know I haven't been on for a little bit, but I've been watching a ton of movies, and I just made some Whatnot purchases. So I got a lot of Whatnot, and then I got one eBay purchase that I think will knock your socks off, and I have that right over here. But I usually hit this one seller. Really good seller, VHS DVD guy. He usually does like late sales, and when I can't sleep with my legs and stuff like that, he's always there, and he gives you really good deals. And all of his movies are really. I'll leave his link below, but yeah, he's really good. So all of his stuff is $1. The first three are $2, and then all the rest are $1. And he maxes shipping at $4.13. So it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg to buy from him. So this is what I got. This is majority is from him. So and like I said, I didn't spend a lot of money on this. The first one, this was really interesting. This one, this is called Gun. It's a mini series that was on HBO, and it's done by it's 6 different pieces, and it's done by Robert Altman. And it's got the cool cover, and it folds out like this. I had no idea what it was until I read the IMDb on it, but let me turn the light on so I'll give you more light. There we go. But man, this cast in it, it's over six episodes. It's got Gandolfini, Daryl Hannah, Sally Kellerman, Randy Quaid, Jennifer Tilly, Sean Young. I love Sean Young. Kirsten Dunst. Carrie Fisher, Johnny Wentworth, Daniel Stern, Kathy Baker, Kathy Ireland. Wow. Okay. Fred Ward, Nancy Travis. Even has Shooter McGavin on there. Christopher McDonald. So I have no idea what to expect from this, but it was $1. So I just picked it up. It sounded really interesting. Martin Sheen's in it too. And you see it says Robert Altman presents. So don't know. This was another one. Like I said, these were all $1. And Once Upon in Mexico, it was the Mariachi trilogy. I don't have the other two, but I rented the hell out of these. And I like that the insert comes with it, and it gives you the Desperado and El Mariachi along with Zorro. I wish they would make another Zorro movie. Okay. This one was a great buy, and it was the Steve McQueen collection. I love Steve McQueen. The only one I have out of this is Bullet. And I have that on Blu-ray, but I didn't have the other 3. And for $1, I could not pass that up. Next up is... I didn't have this in my collection. I'm starting to collect all the Denzel Washington movies, and this is Deja Vu. Didn't have this, so I figured I'd pick it up. Next one, this was one of those like on Sci-Fi Channel when they had on Saturday afternoons, and this is Dungeons and Dragons. Like I said, I have no idea, but it seemed interesting. I looked it up on IMDb, and everything. He even put so let's look and see how much somebody paid for this. This is the original receipt for it. Yeah, you can't see it. They paid $19.99 for this, and my eyesight's not that great. I'm trying to see when they bought it. Make it out. Of course, it's so faded by time, but I thought that was really cool. that had the price tag in it too. And like I said, all of his movies are mint. I've bought from him. He's a great seller. This, I have the original one, and I remember watching this on USA Network, the Net Part Point 2.0. I know it's not great, but I wanted to watch it again, and it's not streaming anywhere, and it's in a Blockbuster case, which, for sentimental reasons, I like that. Now, this is funny. After I bought that Steve McQueen, I had seen this on his shelf, and I was like, oh, I don't have that one. Well, I do. I have it again. The Getaway. But I might friend this off to somebody who doesn't have it. Sean, do you have this? If you don't, I'll send it your way. Let me know. And I know it's a DVD, but at least you can watch it. So let me know. This is another one I really liked. I remember renting this when it came out, and this was The Good German with George Clooney. George Clooney, he gets a really bad rap because, you know, they say every movie he's George Clooney in it. Well, he's friggin' George Clooney, of course, you know. But I like this movie. A cool film noir movie. So I want to repeat that again. These two I remember renting the heck out of at the video stores, and especially Black Rain. But Fatal Attraction and Black Rain collection. And what I like about it, it's on 2 different discs. Next up, I never heard of this movie, and I'm a big fan of Banderas. Also starring Pancho Villa. This was a HBO Films movie. As you can see right there, HBO Films. So, I've never seen it. Looking forward to it. He also hooked me up with a free, as you can see, bonus. He gave me Machete. Love this movie. As a matter of fact, I just watched this on Wednesday on Max. So, thank you very much, Alan. I think that's the man's name. This was another cool one that I never heard of before, and I liked the 2 stars. I'm not a big fan of Tate Diggs, but Christian Bale, Equilibrium. Never heard of this, and this got pretty good IMDb ratings on there. So I'm looking forward to checking that one out. Next up is one that I looked on the IMDb. I have no idea what to expect from this, but it was $1, so Laid to Rest. It could suck, but we'll see. Next one up is, I know a lot of people don't like Amber Heard, but I actually enjoyed this movie. I thought the performances by both actors were good in this. This was The Rum Diary. I thought this was really good. Say what you say about Amber Heard, but she is absolutely stunning in this movie. So, I want to watch this again because I like the scene where he's trying to escape out the window. This was another one that me and the seller, because it was basically, I think there was 4 people in the room, and he was talking about how stupid funny this one is. I have no idea. I've never heard of it before, but I just figured for $1. If I don't like it, I'll just friend it to somebody. National Lampoon's Gold Diggers. Hey, the cover's not bad. So, she's probably not even in the movie. I don't even know who this. I have no idea anything about it. He just told me it was really stupid fun on a Friday night. Well, it's Friday night, and we're going to get down for some stupid fun. Next these are 2, I guess they're public domain titles, but they have 4 films in it each, and they're like monster. I wish they were monster. They're mobster movies, and the first one I got has Escape by Night, Gang Bullets, Gangster Boy, and The Racketeer. And I figured for $1, even with I don't mind the public domain. I know some people are just like going, "Oh my God, you watch DVDs?" I like DVDs. So next one up is same same company. I don't know if they put out a set of these. I don't know, but these were the only two he had. And this has Babyface Morgan, boss of Big Town Gangs Incorporated, and Lady Gangster. And like I said, I don't know any of the actors on here. They're probably all public. Here you go. You can pause it. I don't know any of the people in these movies. But I'm looking forward to watching it. Hey, if you hit on one for $1, it's bank, you know. This was another one that I rented years and years ago, and I haven't seen it since. I couldn't even tell you, you know, what's going on in this movie. But this is House of Sand and Fog with Ben Kingsley and Jennifer Connelly. So anything with Jennifer Connelly, I will watch. And I have, like I said, I don't even remember this. I can't remember what year this was from. I want to say it was like 94. Oh, it comes out, it said 2004. I don't even know. But I remember renting that. Next one, believe it or not, I did not have any of these movies. And it might have been an oversight. I might have lent them out to somebody like I usually do and didn't get them back. But like I said, these were $1. The Lethal Weapon movies. I know they're on DVD, and people are probably yelling at the TV, oh, you have to have high def. Dude, how many friggin' times are you going to watch these movies? So it's just like, I got them. So I'm really happy about that. So, alright. Next up, I'll grab the next stack. These are all still from Whatnot. And this is the funny thing about this. This was, I bought this like earlier in the week, and I couldn't find the third one. So all he had was 1 and 2, and I got the first Lethal Weapon, and then let me see. That way I'll just oh, it's probably later down. And this was another one that I didn't have, and I was really fortunate to get. European Vacation. I didn't have this. All I had was Christmas Vacation in the first one. So I got European Vacation. This was a good movie. I had this one VHS, and I really liked this movie. I'm a big Kevin Costner fan. And this was 13 Days. This was good. It was long, but it was good. I think this came in at like 2 hours, 10 minutes, something like that. But it was good, and I want to revisit it again. This was another one that I had on VHS that I rented. And then, remember when Blockbuster used to like bring them down to $4.99 and you could buy them at $4.99? I bought this for $4.99. I really like this movie. And if you have, if you're married, you can check this one out. This is really good. And this is early Gwyneth Paltrow. Sliding Doors. What happens is she misses a train, and that's why I think this is when she started to live over in London, and she was in the tube or the subway, what we call here in Philly. She misses the train, and the consequences change from missing the train to making the train. So, and that's why she has blonde hair, and then she's a brunette. So this is a really good movie. I wouldn't call it a rom-com. I would call it a drama, but it really makes you think about things. You know, if your life would have went one certain way, if you would have went or met that certain person. So, not getting philosophical or anything, but I thought this was pretty good movie, and I really like Gwyneth Paltrow. I really do. I don't know what the hell the company is. The Goon. I don't know. This is the other Lethal Weapon 2, and this was the director's cut. And like I told you, all of his movies, man, look how friggin' mint these are for being like, what, 30 years old or something? I mean, he really took good care of them. This next one, this was one of my favorites when I was in high school, and most people will know why. Leah Thompson and All the Right Moves. Who didn't have a crush on Leah Thompson? And happy birthday to Leah Thompson today. She's 63 years old today, if you're watching this on May 31st. 63. And Brooke Shields is 59. There's another mind blow. So, yeah, I didn't have this Tom Cruise movie, so, but look, it's Leah Thompson. That's Leah Thompson's movie. This, like I said, I don't even remember seeing this, but it looked kind of, I think I seen the first one, but this is Return of House on Haunted Hill. I didn't have this one in my collection. Like I said, I just picked up the European. I didn't have Vegas Vacation. So excited to see that one. Next up. Now, I bought this and I watched it today, the day I got it. And this movie absolutely sucked and will not be making my shelf. Exposed. It has, who's the girl? Anna de Armas and Kino. Man, this movie did not want to know what it was. I'll explain it to you. I think this is on Tubi too, which I didn't know before I bought this. Watch it on Tubi. His partner gets killed, and she has some. Her family has something to do with his partner getting killed, and then he has to protect her. Now, half of the movie is in Spanish, but it has subtitles on it. If they were trying to make her be a breakout star, I've seen her name before, but I don't know what exactly movies that she's in. If they were trying to break her out in this role, speaking Spanish was a bad idea in this movie, because she's speaking Spanish most of the time, except for when she's with Keanu, where she's talking English. But yeah, this movie was a disappointment, and I love Keanu Reeves. But yeah, this will not be making my shelf. But hey, as always, the kids say, "Hey, King with a slippy dippy." Doesn't matter if it came with a slip cover. The movie sucked. Speaking of movies that suck, this was another one I picked up, and I was excited because I liked the star in it. And this is one of my IFC films. There you go, IFC. Patrick, you'll like my Hamilton book haul, because I got some my Hamilton book haul that's coming in. I got some IFC movies, but this movie sucked. Love After Life, love. Andy McDowell, I love Andy McDowell right here. She's married to this guy, and he's been in a lot of movies. And let me see if I can get his name for you. Gareth Williams in the movie. Okay, he gets sick one day and he has a stroke and he dies. Okay, and then it's basically like piecing the family together after the father dies, because that's her stepson in the movie. And it's an hour and 52 minutes of friggin' boredom. I couldn't, and I stuck with the movie because I liked the characters. I like this kid too, Chris O'Dowd. What the hell was he? Oh, Bridesmaids. He was in Bridesmaids. But this movie was a huge disappointment because I love Andy McDowell. Look how adorable Andy McDowell is. But yeah, avoid this. This was $1 wasted. So, all right, next one up. I remember renting this, and I'm sorry about the little infomercial there. Next one is The Brave One. I remember renting this and really liking this. I love Jodie Foster. I think she's a great actress. Wish she would do more stuff. This one, I only got this because it was a Tim Burton movie. I remember everybody loving this movie when it came out, and I never seen it. But Big Fish. It's 2 hours and 5 minutes, I know, because one of my friends said it was too long. But It says a modern day Wizard of Oz. I have no idea. I'm keeping an open mind. I love Tim Burton movies, so we'll see what that brings. All right, next deck. Hope everybody's doing well. Next up is a young Richard Gere movie, and I remember renting this back in the 80s, but I have no idea. Yanks. Got that one. This one, you know, a lot of people gave a lot of crap to John Travolta when he did From Russia with Love, and if you haven't seen that one, check that one out, because that one is really good. So I decided to pick up another John Travolta like made for video movie, and this one is called I Am Wraith, or I Am Wrath. I've heard people say it two different ways, but I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. Like I said, if you haven't seen From Russia with Love with John Travolta and Jonathan Rhys-Davies, check it out, and I wish the hell they would make a sequel to that, because that one's really good. This wasn't one that I had on my VHS collection. Like I said, I love Kevin Costner, and this is Revenge. Anthony Quinn is great in this movie. And Madeline Stowe. Madeline Stowe's a really underrated beauty. But yeah, I hadn't seen this in a long time, and I wanted to check this one out again. So hopefully it's as good as I remember. Another Kino one that I rented. I think this was early 2000s, and it's Sweet November, and it has Charlize Theron in it. So I don't remember anything about this one, but I'm looking to check it out again. And this one is a Disney movie I never heard of before, but you go on the eBay and it was like, some say it's out of print, some people are saying it's like $8 or $9 or something like that. But with Disney Club not there, and they didn't even have this one, so I just picked this up and it was $1. And The Other Side of Heaven, and it has Christopher Gorham and a young Anne Hathaway. I don't know if this was before or after she did Princess Diaries, so checking that one out. And this one he gave me for free, and this one was one of my favorites, because this was another one that I had on VHS tape, and he gave me this for nothing. He just said, "Oh, well, it's laying here, you can have it." The Avengers with Uma Thurman, and I remember I had this on VHS, and when I got it at the video store, the store manager gave me the poster for this, so I had the poster for this too. I wish I still did. Look at the Sean Connery like looming in the background, but I don't think this is on Blu-ray or the 4K, but hey, I'm glad to have this as part of my collection again, because like I said, I had so many VHS, and I just gave them away to Salvation Army when I moved, because I would have had like literally 2 U-Haul boats full of like movies, and none of my other personal stuff, like say my bed. So yeah, so they had to go, unfortunately. This one, Sean told me this is one of his favorites, and I picked this up, and I was looking forward to watching this again. Haven't seen it since the early 90s, and that's Defending Your Life with Albert Brooks and Meryl Streep. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out again. I have not seen this in years. Another one, this is 2. He gave me 2 for $1 on this one, so these were 50 cents. Because he didn't realize that they were sequels to them. And I'm like, dude, look at the title, and he just started laughing. So I had both of these on VHS, but FX, this movie was really, really good, really underrated thriller. Seen that in the movies. And the next one was, of course, FX2. So got them for 50 cents a piece, so can't really cry about that, and I'm very happy. Another one I had on VHS. This seems like stuff that I had on VHS that I'm trying to get back on DVD for some reason, but this is The In Crowd. This is a really underrated movie. I don't remember any of the stars in this movie, but I think it came out like in the mid '90s, I want to say. But I remember getting this. This was another one of those that you got at Blockbuster for $4.99. So I was happy to see that. This movie I never had, and I rented it when it first came on. This was another one of those HBO movies that were like seemingly always on HBO at the time. And this is The Postman Always Rings Twice, with Jessica Lange and Nicholson. And it came in one of the snap cases, and this is a really clean copy too. So I was really happy to get that, and I hadn't seen this since the 80s, to tell you the truth. He had a ton of Bette Davis movies. Now, I'm not a big fan of Bette Davis, to be honest. I love old cinema, but I'm not a big fan of Bette Davis. But I seen this one, and I'm a big Humphrey Bogart fan. And I just watched this. It's Bette Davis, called Dark Victory. This was a really good movie. And also, that's in this that I didn't know, President Ronald Reagan. He plays a playboy in this that owns the horse ranch in the movie. And believe it or not, Bogart is a jockey in this. He's a hotshot jockey. So it was totally different from what I thought, but I'm glad to have this. It says Bette Davis, but hey, I was happy because Bogey's in this, Bogart's in it right there, and Ronald Reagan. When I'm like looking at it, and I'm like, is that Ronald Reagan? And then I looked it up on IMDb, and I was like, sure enough, it was Ronald Reagan. This was another one that I owned on VHS, and I seen this opening night when it came out. I want to say it was 88 or 89. 88. The Presidio. Now, I have a lot of problems with this movie. There was absolutely no chemistry between Connery and Mark Harmon in this movie. If you guys have seen this, comment below in this. But Meg Ryan, good golly, is she smoking hot. I always loved Meg Ryan. And the chemistry between her and Harmon was fantastic. And Connery and Meg Ryan were father and daughter. They absolutely had no chemistry together. But I enjoyed the movie. This is a Peter Hyams movie. I liked the movie, but man, the chemistry was just like missing with the leads. There was like always something missing with it. And it was a good 80s drama. Okay. Now, a couple videos back, you had seen that I had gotten a Kino order. Well, unlike many of you guys, I don't open up my movies until I physically watch them. So when I was going through all my Kino movies, I was just picking them out. I just had the box and I was just picking them up. So the one movie I picked up was The Silent Partner. Right here with Elliot Gould. And fun fact in this, John Candy is in this. This was from 1978. John Candy is in this in a cameo role, and this is a thriller. Okay. By the way, this is a great movie. I gave it 4 out of 5 Whoppers. Elliot Gould and Christopher Plummer is the psycho murderer in this. So we're far away from what the hell's that movie where Julie Andrews runs around? Sound of Music, yeah. Yeah, so doe, a deer, a female deer. He is far away from this, man. He is a psychotic murderer in this. But it was fun, because I'm like looking at it, I'm like, and I yell out like anybody's going to listen to me. I'm like, is that John Candy? Yeah, it was John Candy. But, yeah, so anyway, getting back to my story. So I opened it up, put it in my player, and it didn't work. And I'm like, this is a brand new movie. So I turned the disc around. It had a big ink spot where it looked like it stopped recording on it. And like, I'm not kidding you. I showed my friend Sean. It had a big spot about that big that it just didn't finish the disc. So, okay, I'm like, okay. So the next one I grabbed, fortune cookie, the same darn thing. So going through customer service with Kino Lorber, which took about 3 days. They were very nice. The guy was very nice. He sent me back, the form letter. Check your firmware, check your player. Sometimes, wipe the disc with a nice cloth. And he gave me like all the instructions. I'm like, dude, you can see. And I sent him like the pictures of it. I'm like, dude, you can see the pictures on where the disc stops. So he sent them to me. I think I got them 2 days later. So their customer service, the guy's name was Devin. I can't remember what his. I want to say Devin Hester, but he's a former Chicago Bear. That's not right. But I know his name was Devin, Devin, not O-N or E-N. But yeah, so I finally got it. So yesterday, I opened up The Silent Partner. This movie was really good. So if you guys go with the Kino sale and you guys got a lot like I did, open up your disc and try them out before you play them, because I'll have to start doing that even if I go back to Kino. And like I say if, because the customer service was good, but it could have been better in my opinion. But yeah, so these were my 2 ones that I had just gotten back. So okay, getting back to the dollar stuff. This is another family favorite, and one that we watched a ton as a kid. And I did not have this, although I do have his other movies in sets. But it's The Incredible Mr. Limpet. When you get to Don Knotts movies, you expect this one to be in there, but it's not, because I guess it's because Warner Brothers. So I have the Disney ones, and I have all the other ones like Love Guru and stuff like that. But I'm really happy to get Incredible Mr. Limpet. This one I never heard of before, and I looked it up, and this wasn't even opened. So I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign. But MTV presents The American Mall. Have no idea. It's got one of those covers on it, and it was brand new. So figured I could give it to somebody if I don't watch it. Next couple, this was really interesting. He had this, and I looked it up, and there was 12 episodes made, but of the 12 episodes, only 10 are on DVD. So I was like, well, that's kind of weird. But the other 2 are on YouTube if you want to watch it, because I watched the first episode, and this was a really good series. And my buddy Mr. Dan, I don't know, Dan, if you have this or not, but I remember you saying you were a big Karloff fan. So this is the first volume of Boris Karloff's The Veil. And like I said, it has 5 episodes on here. Only 12 were made. Okay, so he had volume 1, and then he had volume 2. And when I looked it up, these were the only 2 volumes that they made. They did not make another one. And the discs were absolutely mint on both. Like I said, I've bought from this guy before. He's really good, and he always gives you good deals. And there's been no problems with any of the discs. Some of the people and whatnot, when you buy like the movies really cheap, you gotta really watch them, because a couple of times I've gotten scratched ones, and I've just sent back to the seller, and they've just refunded me the money. But yeah, so Mr. Dan, do you have these? Like I said, there's only 10 episodes of these, and there was 12 made. So there's the episodes right there. So I thought that was pretty cool. This was another one that I have. I have one of these movies, but I didn't have the other 5. And this is one of those Where the Evil Lies. The one I have is Windshield, and that's with Emily Blunt. but I do not have Devour, Population 436, Candy Stripers, Incubus, or The Cottage. So these are one of those like horror after midnight movies. So for $1, I am all in. And there's the you can pause it and read it if you want. This was another one that I know nothing about. I looked it up and it has a great cast in it, and it's a for my man Bryce. He collects these horror Hallmark ones, and this was $1, and it was still factory sealed. But I like the premise of this, and I love the cast: Blythe Danner, Faye Dunaway, Peter Fonda, Jack Palance, and Peter Riegert. So this movie, I remember I went to see this in the theaters, and this was right after Affleck and Damon won the Oscar, and the movie was called Paycheck, and there was always jokes that they did this movie for the paycheck, and Affleck came back and said that this was one of his worst movies that he ever did, and basically he was getting paid ridiculous amount of money for this movie, and that's why he did it. But every time I see this, I had this was another one that was part of my VHS collection, but I wanted to revisit it again. And it's not on streaming anywhere, so I figured for $1. All right. Coming down to the final few that I got from on Whatnot. This was another one from VHS that I had as a Vertical Limit. I know this is on 4K, Blu-ray, all that crap, but I'm just happy to get it on DVD. This was another one. I didn't have any of these movies, and I know some people are like, because they've bought the Steel Book like 85 times because it's got a cool cover or something. But American Psycho, Confidence, Reign of Fire, and Fall Time. I've never seen any of these movies, including American Psycho. The only thing I remember from American Psycho is, do you like do you like Huey Lewis in the News? That's the only thing I've seen about American Psycho, and I like Christian Bale too. So, but I look forward to checking that out in factory sealed. Another one, know nothing about. And this had Mila Kunis and Rutger Hauer in it, and it was factory sealed. What is it? A Moving McAllister. I have no idea. I just bought it for the especially Rutger Hauer. And you guys know I like my B movies, especially my my Asylum movies. I do not think these are Asylum movies. This is from Echo Bridge, and this has I Am Omega, Monster, which I really liked, and AV, Alien versus Hunter. So it's got 3 movies. So, hey, for 33 cents a piece, you can't buy that. All right, now the big one. You know, this, I was on the eBay. I don't do too much on the eBay now, especially since I get great deals on Whatnot. But I seen this, and I was like, is that just for the one? And then when I read it, it was for both of them. So I got 2 4Ks for $30, and you guys are gonna. And the guy even wrote me a note. He goes, "I got it from, I think he said he got it from MVD. He watched it once and didn't like them. You know, he said he had the poster, and his son decided to keep it. He said, I hope you're not mad." And I'm like, no. You know, as you can see, I have the same 3 posters up. They ain't going nowhere. But the first one I got was Swamp Thing on 4K and Blu-ray. Now, when I opened this up to check it, because, I mean, these were mint. I mean, like he said, he only watched them one time, right? So when I open it up, there's a poster in here. So I don't know what in the hell he was talking about. See, you have a poster here of Swamp Thing. But this was one of my favorite movies as in the 80s when this first came out on cable, because this used to be like on TBS, TNT. I think it was on like Showtime or something, like one of those off brands when you would get it. But Swamp Thing, Adrienne Barbeau, she helped a lot of people through puberty, let me tell you. So I got that one. And then I was like, did I read that right? And then Swamp Thing, The Return of Swamp Thing with Heather Locklear. Yes, this is not nowhere as near, but see, it's an MDV visual. So, and like I said, there was no poster in this one. I was kind of bummed, haha. But Blu-ray. So I got both of them for $30. So I was like, okay. So when I got my package, there was three Blu-ray. There was three in there. So the other one, I guess he was just giving stuff away, or maybe because this was listed on his thing for like $7 or something. And then when I went back, I had noticed it wasn't posted anymore. So he threw this one in, Knock Knock, with Keanu Reeves and who's in this? I don't know the other two girls. I've never even heard of this movie, but I just figured, man, that was, and it was brand new. The only thing, I think he just took out the digital, because there was no digital. But I got, because I talked to my friend Sean yesterday, and he was like, that's a great deal. So, and I know these lists for like 28 or 29 each. I got all this for $30. And it was free shipping too. And when I got, like, he literally sent it, I got it Monday and I ordered it Friday. So I don't know, but that dude, he didn't have too much listed. I think he only had like 3 or 4 things, but hey, he gave me a great deal on these two, you know, and then he throws this one in on top of it. Hey, some people are really nice and some people are you know, really good sellers. So all right, guys, that's all that I got from the Whatnot, and that one thing from the eBay, which I thought was, I kept that to the end. So that's all I got. I got Hamilton book coming. That should be here either Saturday or Monday. But that's about it. And then I'll have another order, because I ordered from that guy again yesterday. So yeah, that's all I got. So like, comment, subscribe. Do you think I did pretty good on these, on this eBay sale? Did you like any of my movies that I got? Did you watch Paycheck? Will you watch Paycheck? Do you like bad monster movies? Like, comment, subscribe. I read all your comments and I messaged you back. So thanks guys, and have a great day. Be safe. Bye-bye.